What's happening, people? Uh, Eddie here. I am starting up a new YouTube channel. It's mainly going to be about me starting up a business of buying storage lockers and reselling the items. Uh, my goal is to have my own shop eventually, but right now it's basically starting from the ground up. Uh, I did do it before. I had like 3 or 4 months into it, and I made a couple of mistakes. Uh, One of my mistakes was I would see one particular item in the box, and I would start my bidding on that one particular item. Then I would get the unit, and that one particular item would sell well, but then I got all this other crap that, I can't do nothing with. I gotta know what my market is, you know. Another one of my biggest problems that I made was what I like to call the goddamn it units. Uh, these units, I had two of them. They went for so low. It was 2 units. It looked like dollar store items, and I didn't even bid on it, and it went for $1. It got the guy was just wanting to clear it out. It was 2 units. Both of them were like 10 by 20, and it didn't have the wall in the middle. And I was listening to the crowd. The crowd's like, that's too much work. I ain't doing that. And I started thinking, yeah, that is too much work. So I can't listen to the crowds, and I can't be afraid of the work. Because the business is gonna be mine. You know. Another one of my goddamn it units was there was just a whole crap load of items in there again. It was like a 5 foot industrial shelf, big enough for like forklifts to pick pallets up and put on top. There was 3 of them in there, washer and dryers. Uh, there was a bike in there, bunch of tools. It was also a 10 by 20, but I didn't know what to do with the stuff. It was like my first week of doing the auctions, and I got scared of the unit, and that one actually went for $59. So that's another mistake I made. And then some stuff happened. I had to use what I like to call my re-up money to pay some bills and stuff and get that out of the way. And I didn't have no other employment, so I didn't have nothing else to fall back on. And I ended up getting a job, which I hate getting jobs because at any moment, the company can go bad and they no longer have a use for you. I just got laid off, say, about 3 days ago. And it sucks, because I depend on that money. But then you have to wonder, okay, now what am I going to do? I've been laid off like 3 or 4 times, and it sucks every single time. And something else I hate about employers is like when you're in the interview, they will promise you the world. This is a good company. We don't do 1, 2, 50-cent raises. We do like $1 or $2 raises. And then you're working there and you haven't got a raise. It's like, what the hell, You lied to me. That's another thing I hate about employers. I want to be self-employed, where I'm handling my money, doing it myself, handling it the right way. And the biggest thing is learning from my mistakes. So I always got to keep them 2 things that I made a mistake on in the back of my mind. And yeah, so like I said, it's basically starting from the ground up. This is what I got to work with so far. This is my storage shed. I gotta clean it out because I gotta have some place to store my stuff. You know what I mean? So that is my first step. My second step is getting some money to go to the storage auction, which isn't too hard because the storage auction, I mean, believe it or not, a lot of lockers, just like the $1 locker that I missed out on and the $50 locker I missed out on, if you're not scared to do the work, you can walk away with a pretty good locker. And yeah, so I've been, watching other YouTube videos about other people's mistakes and what they've done, and I'm going to try to apply that to what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Please subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. I'm out the box.